Black people don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City. I go to the streets of America everywhere, all over this country. I'm inside and outside arenas. I'm inside and outside local businesses and stuff like that. I'm the ambassador for HBCU Week in concert with Ashley Christopher and other people. I've helped generate over 12,000 scholarships in excess of $150 million for Black students. I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. I ain't just down with a fraternity. That's a brotherhood. All of them are my boys. I was raised by 5 Black women, Joy. I have 9 nieces. I have 2 daughters. Everybody Black. I still go home to Hollis. On the business side, ESPN takes our show, First Take, to HBCUs, packed gymnasiums wherever we go. Black people don't like me? You sure? Walt Disney and HBCUs, when we start going on tours every year. We've been to Delaware State. We've been to Bethune-Cookman. We've been to Norfolk State. We've been to Winston-Salem State. We've been to Savannah State. Oh, yeah. We going to Texas Southern next month. We don't stop. And I said we. Because in concert with the very organization that I work for that you accused me of being paid by just to talk about white, just to talk nastiest things about Black people. What about what I celebrate?
I'm gonna be honest. I watch First Take. I watch for years now. I've watched the show. I've watched ESPN. I've watched all that good stuff. It's entertaining. Now, don't get me wrong. Stephen A. Smith has said some things, but don't we all? I could say y'all have hated Stephen A. Smith ever since he said stop smoking weed. Now it's legal, and y'all, it could be so many things. Now, I don't know where Benzino comes into all this to play, but Benzino has some things to say, and like I said, it could be so many things. He he's in sports. You might not like his sports take, and then yeah, but I don't know where Benzino coming from. But let's see what he's talking about. Come on, let's go ahead.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, I'll say it to your face.
Hold
You
on.
are Uncle Tom.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Black people don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the street.
Benzino.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, I'll say it to your face. You are Uncle Tom, Django, Step and Fetch It, Uncle Ruckus, all rolled up in one. You're a coward, all right? All right? You definitely tap dance. What you don't know, right, is that when ESPN came with the Pat McAfee show, they had a plan. They said, you know what, we're going to give Stephen A. Smith a bunch of money because First Take's doing too good in the Black community. Yeah, we got to get this thing back to what it's supposed to be. So here comes Pat McAfee. And shout out to Pat McAfee. I like his show. Pat McAfee caters to the white people. He got his guys with the mullets, the cowboy hats. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Stephen A. Smith, you was for us. Then all of a sudden you took a turn. They had a plan for you. They said, you know what? We're going to pay him this money. So give him instructions to go out there and tap dance and disrespect as many Black people, especially Black women, because Black women are on the come up. They strong. Their voices are strong. Let's get Stephen A. Smith to say some things about him. This way here, he'll lose a lot of his Black following, and then Pat McAfee will be number one. They're just playing you out for money, you goofy motherfucker. You Kermit the Frog looking, invisible hairline ass, goofy ass motherfucker. Like, you're the worst. You're the worst. All right? I'll say it to your face, and I'll go further than that. I'll challenge your bitch ass to a boxing match. Celebrity boxing, me and you, Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. That's why Pat McAfee got LeBron.
Now, I'm always cool with a good old boxing match when y'all out here talking crazy on the internet. But Benzino and Stephen A. Smith, man, I'm pressed to know if Stephen A. Smith knows who you are, and you're not worth it, and you're not in this lane. You're not in this lane. You're not in this lane. This is not your lane. But I'll let you speak your speech.
On this show. Nobody wants to come on your show no more, Stephen A. Smith. All that, nobody cares anymore. You're losing followers. So let's see if you take a man's.
I mean, like I said, Benzino with the yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't know where Benzino came from.
Streets of New York City.
Oh,
I go to the streets of America.
But there's a guy named Ray Daniels. He's on YouTube a lot. This guy right here, and he's kind of backing him. Like I said, I don't want to sit here and bash Stephen A. Smith. I don't really have hate for the man or anything. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Like I said, I don't have no hate for the man, but people gonna say what they're gonna say, and he's got a little backup. Like I said, they not all on him. Like I said, I'm not on his back. I'm not killing him. I ain't got no problem with Stephen A. Smith.
But if he got fucking killed by Luka, I love Allen Iverson. I hate when people diss him. Like, it bothers me that all these black people dissing Stephen A. is pissing me off, because that it tells me you have never watched him.
Yeah. You ain't never seen how hard he works.
You don't see how hard he goes for black folk.
Yeah.
And another thing that you don't see is when the thing that you got to understand is something about sports commentary, because I just speak about it since we're here. The thing you have to understand about sports commentary and Stephen A. Smith that I got to say is that sports is not about race. It's always about greatness and results.
Yeah.
That's all sports is about. I could love Allen Iverson, but if he got fucking killed by Luka, I love Allen Iverson, but Luka's a better player. It's like, it's not. So sports is the only thing that I think that outlasts race, where it's bigger than race, right?
I think people's issue with Stephen A. is that he's so ready.
No, hit me up. I'm about to get on the point. That's my point.
Or the black woman.
That's my point. Let me get. I'm glad you. This is the point. The point is that he attacks everybody who's not doing something great. That's what sports commentators do.
Yeah.
He did attack Jasmine Crockett, but he didn't attack her.
Yeah, he attacked what she said.
He just said, how do you expect to get something done doing that? That's the same way you would say to Mike Tomlin. Yeah. How do you expect to get the team to play for you when you're calling them dumbasses, right? It's like, you see what I'm trying to say? So all Stephen A. was doing was bringing a sports commentary to a race and politics, and that was a fucking mistake. Yeah. Because that world that they live in, they need enemies. See, right now, they need Stephen A. to be the enemy of Jasmine Crockett so people can rally around Jasmine Crockett. That's what they're doing right now. Like, Stephen A. has nothing to do with it. Like, bro, this dude has been on. I've been watching Stephen A. since he was on Cold Pizza with Skip and motherfucking Woody. Right? So, like, I'm a Stephen. I watched him get fired from ESPN, get brought back, work his way up through Skip, have to do a max, work his way up to becoming the number one. You know how hard that is to be the number one broadcaster in the face of sports and to be black at that. This man made it to mountains that and by the way, you guys that are talking about him, y'all made it to the mountains by complaining about him. Complaining about the life. Like, Stephen A. is in sports world. You don't complain about life. Like, dog, listen, LeBron got 4. But I do think that kick that they gave him a package when they gave Draymond. They kicked Draymond Green out of game 5. Game 6. No.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But that's my point. My point is that I can feel that way. Yep. But he still got that 4th championship.
Got it.
And that's so Stephen A. talks like that for politics. And it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Because, it doesn't work. It's not working in the black community and everybody's attacking him. But I promise y'all, that man has done more for the black community. I watched him. Yeah. He's done more, and if not more, the exact amount as every person criticizing him. He's the only person I've seen on black men on TV saying the black athletes have to hold themselves to a higher amount of accountability. Put down the weed. Like he's been famous saying, put down the weed. But it's like there's something about our society when one person black
said that put down the weed thing. Yeah, that put down the weed thing. That's when black people started hating him. And he stopped saying it. He don't say it no more because it's legal now. But yeah, I remember when he said put down the weed, niggas started hating on Steven. That I won't say that's when it started, but that's when it really ramped up.
doesn't agree that person is now a sellout. That person is now standing on the shoulders of white men to do white supremacy. It's like, bro, we all live in the same fucking world. Yep. We all got to make money with the same fucking people. You people that are activists, that's y'all life. That's y'all business. Roland Martin is an activist. He gets, that's how he eats. Like how I eat from records. So I know the science. He eats from being the opposition.
Yeah. Political discourse.
Yep. Stephen A. doesn't. He doesn't. He eats by talking about what he sees. Whether it's sports, politics, religion, anything.
He don't hold his tongue.
He don't. By the way, his money doesn't go up or down based on what he says. And Roland Martin and those other guys that's criticizing him, there's does.
They can't say certain things.
And that's why you got to leave people like Stephen A. alone. Because everybody doesn't have the same plight.
I feel him, man. I feel him. Like I said, I don't see the big hate on Stephen A. Smith. But like I said, I see it on the internet all the time. Look right here. The fact that there are some black people who hate Stephen A. Smith but love Joe Biden explains how brainwashed our people can actually be. I mean, hey. There's Stephen A. love out here, and this Stephen A. is always going to be hate, man. I take it as pure entertainment. And like I said, until he flipped over here to these damn politics, he started merging the politics with this guy right here, Isaac Hayes III. He went in on Stephen A. Well, yeah, he went in. We'll say he went in on Stephen. Let's see what
and it's also time we start calling out. And it's also time we start calling out the clowns who are leveraging their blackness to help the opposition. The first person that comes to mind, which I don't know what he did, but he's back in the news, is Stephen A. Smith again. I think he was talking about Minnesota and kind of siding with the law enforcement in Minnesota.
From a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified.
And then he had something to say about Joy Reid. And
let me say something about Joy Reid. Let's get.
We talked about that Stephen A. Smith when he talked about Renee Good. We talked about that episode 75. Go check that out. Like and subscribe.
This out of the way. I don't know this woman. I've met her one time. I shook her hand once. I've never spoken to her in my life.
Stephen A. Smith has to stop acting like he's not standing on the shoulders of white supremacy to have his message. His show on Sirius XM, his relationship with ESPN. Don't act like you a black guy that worked your way up through black structures and built your own black empire like you a Tyler Perry or somebody. You're not that, right? You built your brand. White people gave you their platform to talk to the world and the community. And now you get in this position and now you shit on black people. Shame on you. That's some clown shit.
Dude, yeah. Sorry. Stephen A. Smith, come on, man. I love the Philadelphia Tribune version of him, but he a clown.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You see how he brought up the Philadelphia version of him? Like I said, that's the old Stephen A. Like I said, when he started mixing politics with everything, then it started getting wild for Stephen A. Yeah, like I said it's a mixture. It's a mixture. It's mostly black people. Like you said, it's mostly black people. Black people don't like Stephen A. Smith. I don't get it. Unless I don't have no feelings towards. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes he says some crazy shit, but not to the point of hate. He doesn't go that far and make me like this. And even if it's sports, it's like I hate him for the sports he talks